Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of my 2002 Ford Escort ZX2. We'll go over the inside and some engine specs and then take this car for a ride. It's actually a fun little sporty car to drive. So the engine on this is the 2.0 liter dual overhead cam, 4-cylinder, pushing out a whopping 130 horsepower, 135 foot-pounds of torque. Transmission is a 4-speed automatic, although these did come with a 5-speed manual, which would be a lot of fun to drive. Fuel economy on this car is actually really good. It's 25 miles per gallon city and 33 for the highway. Fuel tank on this car is really small. It's 12.8 gallons. But with the full tank, you can get almost 300 miles. Really good on gas. Interior is nice for an older car. It does seat 4 people, so there are only 4 seat belts. Probably get a middle person in there tight if you had to. Here's the keys, old style. And I actually went to the hardware store and made a copy for $2, so no chip or anything like that. Let's take a look at this trunk. Trunk's actually pretty roomy. I've took this grocery shopping before, and on the bottom do have a full-size spare. It doesn't look like it's ever been on the ground. It's your jack, carpeted. Here's the door card, not a just plain plastic, but it does have power locks and power windows. That's about the only power thing it has. Seats are manual cloth. They are actually comfortable. It's got this old style round like Ford face with all your controls in one. Radio, heating, cooling, air conditioning, all that fun stuff. We got new tires on here. They were around $80. They're 185/60 by 15. Really small tire. Attempt to get in this back seat here. It's not the easiest, but it is possible. All right, I'm in. Once you're in here, it actually has one cup holder and pretty good amount of room here. My legs are not actually touching the driver's seat. Not too bad. Trying to get out. Different. Yep, getting out is tight. The car is actually really light. The whole thing only weighs 2,464 pounds. So this is the last model year, 2002. 2003, the Ford Focus came out. So this model year did come with fog lights, kind of gives it a sporty look. Interior is kind of just basic, but it's kind of nice to have this old style, just analog dash. There's your fuel, temperature, miles per hour, and your RPMs. Steering wheel is pretty nice, kind of sporty. Here's your one. It does have cruise control, off and on. It does work. There's that famous Ford radio. Everything works on that. And you've got your controls, heat, cooling, air conditioning, rear defrost. Got 2 cup holders, keep my sunglasses there, and the center emergency brake. And there's your glove box with the Ford book. Like I was saying earlier, it's actually a sporty, kind of a fun car to drive. This reminds me of a smaller Ford Taurus. First speed bump. Not too bad. So it does have a pretty nimble, sporty feel to it for such a small and light car. The acceleration's actually pretty good. The torque is decent off the line, but as soon as you get past 20 miles per hour or so, it don't have much left. Roll the window down here and we'll do a little acceleration. For driving around in the city limits, it's really good on gas. It's easy to park, maneuver. The interior is actually decent for the size of the car. The one thing I wish it did have was a center console or an armrest. The seats are actually really comfortable. There's a lot of foam or padding in them, and it is a comfortable seat. For over a 20-year-old car, it is kind of fun to drive. I'll do some pros and cons. We'll start with the pros first. So the first pro, it is a reliable engine, a little 4-cylinder. This one has 121,000 miles. I've seen some listed with 250 with the original engine. Transmission sometimes replaced, but engine is still original. And it is really good on gas, so 33 miles per gallon. There are some better cars out there, but for 33 miles per gallon, that's really good. So another pro, this would be a great first car. It's small enough and easy to drive, and it does have this sporty feel. I would consider that a pro. Another pro is parts and maintenance are really inexpensive. Looked up a bunch of this stuff on Rock Auto. Like I said, the tires on here were $80 a piece. Spark plugs, the wire set, all of that stuff. I did brakes, rotors. All of that stuff was really, really inexpensive. So it's a bargain to maintain. And like I said earlier too, it's really nimble and easy to park. So that's a pro, which is good for a beginner driver or anybody really. So some of the cons. The cons, I would say, it's just a small economy car. You're not going to get 5-6 people in here. You can't take a whole group of friends, or even if you had children, getting small children in the back is kind of difficult. Then also, it's a very plain car. There's not a lot of the modern stuff. The backup camera, any of the sensors. So it's just a basic plain car. Another con is the speed. It's not very fast. You want to jump on the highway and get to 60, it takes you a while. This is another con. I can kind of show you. We come to a stop here. The rough idle. Whenever you accelerate or drive, it's decent, but put it in park and just take a look. I mean, this whole steering wheel really, really shakes. So rough idle, that's a con. And then one of the last cons is just the interior. It's all plastic, so it does kind of rattle. It's not quite like a Cadillac or a soft ride. The shocks really kind of jump and bounce. It probably could be replaced. And then the last one, even for this age of a car, if you would trade this in, they probably wouldn't give you a lot of money. If you would just sell it outright, it's probably worth, a little bit more, but trade-in value is pretty much $500 or less. So with all that, I really still do enjoy driving a car. I like doing my run around with it. It's decent for grocery shopping. If we bring the family out, we'll take the bigger SUV. But just making some runs and doing some little things, it's nice to have. At the beginning of this video, I have 360 subscribers so far. So if you like this one, like, share, subscribe. Try to get to that 500. Thanks for watching this full review of my 2002 Ford Escort ZX2.